we'll do the side yard and driveway here. This little heuchera, I put it in my rain barrel planter, and a hosta, tiny hosta that made it through the winter. Lavender also made it through the winter. This is one of these things that is supposed to be so easy, and I cannot keep them alive for anything. Viburnum, Macrocephalus viburnum. I did come through and clip some bits off. You see it's got sort of a good bit of frost damage. That is poking up, looking pretty happy. Hose that I never put away. Rhubarb that I need to transplant. Oh, there's this is Liriope that I transplanted from another part of the yard, and it died way back. I thought it was dead, and I was like, well, damn, I have to cut all this back. And now it's starting to come through, which is pretty cool. And then also the gladiolus bulbs. My child gave me a whole mess of gladiolus bulbs from the dollar store, actually, last year for Mother's Day. And I put them over here. They keep poking up and being lovely. And I actually bought more this year to fill out a little bit. Another rhubarb. This rhubarb hasn't come back yet. Oh, there it is. Spoke too soon. There she is. She's migrated a bit though. That's interesting. She's doing all that. Now she's over there. I don't know how that happened. Maybe popping up off a root, I guess. More heuchera, tiny hosta. And to be honest with you, I don't know what that is, but we're gonna let her fly and see what happens. Here's some catnip. I put catnip all over the place last year because Conrad, and she does actually love it. So, and it can live through 0-degree temps and come back just fine and earlier than everything else. Hostas, I'm probably going to divide up. These are variegated, and put some in our little common space in the front of the neighborhood this year because it's real shady. And these daylilies, I didn't plant any of these things. They were here. And the daylilies don't ever flower, so I figure, they probably need to get moved because we get almost no sun back here. So things I did plant, lots of heucheras. These are also, look like they had been killed back to the ground, and they're coming back. Some fared better than others. This one's struggling a little bit because it's a little higher up. I'm gonna guess the roots got more exposure to the cold air. Mondo grass, it looks real sad. It seems like maybe it's hanging on, so it might need a little time to come back. I did try and cover a lot of things up with leaves, so a lot of this leaf litter is redistributed essentially. See, these Mondo grass looking super sad, but that one looks pretty alive. I had a lot more Mondo grass, so we may have to do some replacement this year. But honestly, I got, I think, 2 plants 2 years ago, divided them last year. And I may have gotten like 1 additional little plant to fill in for things that failed, but that's what I'm trying to do mostly, get like 1 plant and then propagate from it, learn how to propagate. So I get the specimens I want and then just give it time. And there is my hellebore, my beautiful, beautiful hellebore, which I also tried to propagate. And I thought it was gone, but you see it is coming back, which is exciting. And there's another heuchera put in my rain barrel. And last item, the side yard. These are all the things that have fallen out of our trees. And this is, and we have a birthday balloon. I don't know where that came from. Oak leaf hydrangea. That doesn't seem to be too hurt from, I can't get my camera to focus. It doesn't seem to be too hurt from the frost that's happened. And incidentally, I had to put it in this bucket because the soil here is like concrete. So I was fully planning on putting it in the ground, and then I could not. The end.